This has just arrived. Hey, I have been terrible at keeping up with these videos, but and it's still something of a mess in here. I do have subwoofer in place. That's meant to have a grill on it, but when I tested it out, the grill just shook off. So that was something. Piece of timber up there, which is going to be part of framework. Oh, I just made a noise. That's still settling. So there's going to be, let me get my bearings here. That's going to be framed off with a few dividers in there. Speaker, as it's indicated there, speaker's going to sit in this line here, which, well, there will be a line over there as well with the speaker. And then over the top of it is going to be some acoustic treatment panels, which, if I've got my measurements right, will go from the ceiling all the way down to the floor. The total width of the panels with the speaker, and there's a couple of strips of LED lighting detail going in as well. That will measure 2.5 meters from there all the way over to there, and yeah, so that's going to be far less echoey in here. This door's now on. There's a vent there with a fan on the other side. I'm sure I've shown you that before. In here it's still mess. I've started some cabling. Haven't really started on the rack build or thinking about what's going to go in there. All I know is for now there will be an AVR. It's a 7-channel AVR, so the 2 unused channels I will set up as a zone 2. Why's my phone? Stop dinging off. Yeah, as a zone 2, which will, if I can get my, so I've got these speaker connectors for stereo speakers. Either zone 2 will be connected to that, or I do also have a dedicated 200 watt stereo amp, which I was initially planning on connecting to those. So maybe I'll connect it via like a speaker switch, amp switch. I don't know. I haven't quite worked it out yet. It might be that I actually end up adding more speaker terminals to that wall. I did actually buy enough of those speaker terminals and boxes to have additional ones at the back of the room or one side of the room to set up another stereo pair. I just haven't cabled them yet because I haven't fully committed to that idea. I just want to get the, let's say, the bare minimum requirement or the bare minimum spec as it is in my head up and running. So TV on the wall, 5.1 surround, and then yeah, some lighting control. So like I said, LED strip, that's going to be RGB, color changing, controllable, etc. Then I'm also going to have some in these corners, this corner here, and well, you can't see it, that corner there, some uplighters to highlight the white brick detail. There is a bit of cleaning up that needs doing, so there's like old wall plugs, there's something sticky there, a few lumps and bumps that I just need to chip away, sand away, fill back in, give it a fresh coat of paint, so when the light lights it up, it looks a bit nicer. There's even, where am I? There's even an old nail in there. So yeah, the uplighters will just be there as a additional circuit to control to show what's capable. And then towards the back of the room, at the back here by the door, there will be several control interfaces. So I've got a rhythm switch, which is essentially just a small touch panel for controlling various things, lighting, music, home automation systems, that kind of thing. You can run anything off of it, or if connected to another system, I'm not going to get into the details now, as well as an actual lighting control keypad, so a wireless control full keypad. Oh yeah, I'm not sure whether I mentioned the speaker situation at the front there, but I'm going to have in-wall LCRs. Got those speakers. It's actually the second set of speakers I bought to go in there, because the first set I didn't actually realise, or it was one of those things where on the manufacturer's website they looked like they should all fit together, only for when they showed up they were all different dimensions, as in the center channel speaker doesn't match the size of the left and right channel speakers. So it would look, whoa, it would just look really odd if I had obviously the left and right channel speakers one size and then the center channel speaker that was a different size. Yeah, I just didn't like the idea of that, so I ended up changing it for 3 identical speakers basically. So that's what's going on there. Surround speakers, we'll get to them eventually. I have already got them. They're going to be sort of blended into the acoustic panel, not blended because the speaker faces are black, the acoustic panels going up are grey, so yeah, it's not going to quite blend in, but they should, provided my cutting is accurate, they should fit fairly snugly. Yeah, okay, well, anyway, that's where I'm at today. It's been a while since I last updated, and I've still been working on the time lapse. I've been forgetting to record more time lapses, but there we are. Next step for today is getting this frame built, and then I do need to pop out and get some more timber, because these are the last 4 pieces of CLS I've got left, and a little bit over there, but that's not really enough to make any difference. I think I need 8 pieces in total, because it's not just an exterior frame. So obviously top, bottom, left, right, and then there are also 3, let's say, dividers, braces or whatever going in, which the acoustic panels will attach to. Yeah, and then there's also a horizontal divider, because the panels are basically, each wall is going to have, how many did I want to? Each wall is going to have 8 panels. So 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom, and then the framework basically allows them all to be fixed to the wall. And part of the reason for the framework is because I've got sockets down here, and I need I want them to be hidden, but also these sockets. So there is one over there as well behind the plasterboard, which is actually supplying the power for everything that's back there. There is a cable that runs through the wall, because these are the only 2 sockets of power in this room. I did think about having it relocated, but it just gives me a reason to build out the wall a bit more, because let's face it, this breeze block and brick sort of threshold doesn't look too nice. I want to hide the breeze block anyway. I don't mind the exposed white painted brick over there in the corner, which is going to be a feature, as well as at the back. It's just that there used to be doorways that went all the way through, and they've just been closed up with breeze block. So yeah, gonna hide them, so I don't mind too much. Okay, I'm going to leave it there before I'm babbling on too much and get to work, I suppose. I will try and update as best I can, but we shall see. Have a great day.